The U.S. national team striker Folarin Balogun was supposed to miss the match against Belgium in the 1/8 finals of the World Cup. He received a red card in the previous match of his team. However, FIFA suspended the player's suspension with a 1-year probationary period. U.S. President Donald Trump praised and thanked the organization for this decision. What is known? The 25-year-old striker opened the scoring in the 1/16 finals against Bosnia and Herzegovina, but during the second half he collided with the opponent's defender Tarek Muharemovic. The American player kicked the opponent in the ankle. At first, the referee Rafael Klaus ignored the episode, but after the intervention of VAR, Folarin was shown a red card for a serious foul. According to FIFA tournament regulations, a straight red card automatically results in a one-match suspension. In addition, the player could have been subject to additional sanctions. For example, Qatari defender Asim Madibo, who broke the leg of Canadian midfielder Ismail Kone at the same tournament, was later suspended for 5 matches. In the case of Balogun, FIFA invoked Article 27 of the Disciplinary Code, which states that a judicial body may decide to suspend the application of measures in whole or in part. The suspension of U.S. national team player Folarin Balogun is suspended for a probationary period of 1 year, FIFA said in a statement on July 5. According to the regulations, if a player commits a disciplinary offense within a year, the suspension is automatically reinstated and additional sanctions may be imposed. FIFA applies this article in very rare cases. The decision to suspend the sanction is made taking into account the specific circumstances of the case. If the violation is not too serious and the disciplinary committee concludes that the player does not need to be suspended. In this case, the decision is final, said sports lawyer Yuri Zaitsev to SE. Balogun can now officially play in tonight's match against Belgium in the round of 16. Naturally, the Americans' opponent was unhappy with this decision. The Royal Belgian Football Association, RBFA, is surprised by FIFA's decision. In order to protect the legal rights of all participating teams and maintain the fundamental principles of fair play in our sport, both at this World Cup and in future tournaments, the RBFA is exploring all possible options for further action, the statement said. Call from Washington. According to the influential British journalist Ben Jacobs, Balogun's suspension was lifted after a call from the White House. According to him, the U.S. administration directly appealed to FIFA President Gianni Infantino with a request to reconsider the decision. However, the federation denied Washington's involvement and said that an independent disciplinary committee had made such a conclusion. Following the news that the sanction against the player had been lifted, U.S. President Donald Trump left a short message on social media. "Thank you, FIFA, for the right decision. A great injustice has been righted," wrote the head of the United States. The U.S. Soccer Federation also welcomed the lifting of the suspension. "We accept the decision of the disciplinary committee and are pleased that Balogun is eligible to play tomorrow," Jacobs quoted a U.S. soccer statement as saying. The United States protested the red card. The lifting of the suspension was a huge victory for the United States team. Balogun is one of the team's main stars. The striker started almost every game at the World Cup, except for the inconsequential match against Turkey in the last round of the group stage, scored a double against Paraguay, provided an assist against Australia, and managed to open the scoring against Bosnia and Herzegovina before being sent off. Balogun's red card was immediately criticized by the United States. After the match, not only fans and head coach Mauricio Pochettino, but also U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio expressed his displeasure, saying that the American team's game was unfairly refereed. The player himself said that his actions did not deserve a red card. "There was no place to put my foot, so it was inevitable that there would be contact. I saw a lot of different opinions and points of view, but personally, I think it would have been the right decision to limit myself to a yellow card," Balogun was quoted as saying by ESPN. In addition, local media outlets have reported that Algeria were beaten in the group stage. What do you think? Comment. And don't forget to subscribe.